by now. Alrighty. So everybody can hear me, I guess, hopefully. Alright, well, that's good. Loud and clear. So, I have not played with my mic or anything yet. This first time trying everything live on YouTube. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're going to be checking out the new farming simulator. I'm sure a lot of you are very excited for this, as am I. Been waiting quite a long time for this game, as they didn't come out with 21. But yeah, I figured I'd stream my first showing of it, you know, take you guys along on my first look at it. So I guess there ain't much left to do except for get in the game and see what it's all about. And you'll have to let me know if you can hear the game and my voice well. I want it to be pretty balanced, so just to let me know. Alrighty, so that would be our cinematic trailer opening. Hey there, Shredhead Gaming. Alright, so if you can hear the game and me at a good balance, do let me know, because if not, I'll have to play with that or play around with that. I'd like to make sure it's a good balance. Mic is a little bit high. Alright, give me just a second. Alrighty. Is that better? Alright, that is good. If it ever needs adjusted throughout the stream, just let me know. It does not seem to be that hard to play around with. Alrighty, so this opening screen's giving me like Farming Simulator, I think 15 looks. I guess they're kind of all like this, but I don't know, this one kind of reminded me of 15 when I opened it. So I know there's mods out from Giants right now, but we're not going to mess with those. I think we should actually probably look at the controls a little bit first. I think they're all the same, but I do not know how to shift or anything, which I probably need to know how to do. So the way this is looking, we got a lot of interesting things, like drawbar raising and lowering. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I guess we'll just hop in and play around with it. Can't be that much different than the other ones. And I guess we'll just start new farmer, see what they give us. So we have Elm Creek, whatever that is, and Ellenbrot. I have no clue how to say that, and I'm not even going to attempt it. So we're just going to drill with Elm Creek. And I just leave that in, because why not? And here we go. I did not know very much about this game because I quit watching videos on it a while ago and haven't watched one since it's been released. So this is going to be a pretty interesting thing for me, as I do not know how to control it. But let's just hop into it, see what it's all about. I did know about this, and this is an interesting feature. Try to find some good hair for our guy here. Probably end up putting a hat on anyways, but good to go no hair. That looked pretty interesting. I don't know, I guess we'll just go with that one right there. I don't have a beard, so we're just going to not do that. Or mustache. That there's an interesting option, but we're not a dirt bike rider, so we're not going to wear that. I hope they have John Deere in here if they have Case. kind of a mechanic outfit though. If they had that with John Deere, they'd look pretty good. Like a Western Rancher. I don't know. Some interesting options, I will say. Maybe we'll just go with like the standard look and see what we got to deal with. Alright, so here's our jackets and stuff. That's what we need right there. Must have a John Deere sweatshirt. Oh, that looks nice. I'd say we'll stick with the jeans. They look pretty good. Need to get us some nice looking boots. Like those right there. Those look pretty good. Yeah, we got a good look going for us now. Let's see if we can't get a John Deere hat just like that. Gloves, I'm not sure if we really need any gloves. And sunglasses, you can never go wrong with some good sunglasses. These don't look that good though, so we're not going to roll with any of those. Alright, so we'll confirm that. And I guess do a short guided tour, because it's probably a different game. Big green harvester. Head over there and touch the exclamation mark. Okay. So it looks like all the walking controls are the same. I don't think that's very big, but okay. From the very start, its wheat is conveniently grown to a stage where it can be harvested. Alright, so I guess we're going to harvest this nice wheat field. And I can already tell I'm going to have to play around with the settings a little bit. But, yeah. Okay. So it's like this one, just you don't have to manually shift. Camera view, all that's the same. Alright. We're already gonna have to mess with settings. So while we're here, we'll look at the map. Actually, a big map for the starting map. I don't even think the one in FS19 was this big. So it's like it gives you a nice map of all your vehicles. You have your crop calendar, which I think is part of the seasons. So this is what you would get when you pop up the seasons menu in 19. Give you a nice weather thing by months, I guess, which is interesting. Prices. Don't know what all that means to us right now, but we'll see. Got your vehicle overview, and I guess I have a lot more vehicles than I thought I did. Finance. So it looks like a lot of the stuff is the same as before. Production change. We'll have to play with that too a little bit, because I do not know what that's all about. Statistics. Game settings. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Seasonal growth, yes. Days per month, we're gonna bump that up to like, I don't know, what's the max? We don't want to go with max, but I am curious. So looks like 28 days is the max amount of days. We'll probably just go with 7. Every week. Fixed visual month. Set whether a specific month should always be visible. Turn off for dynamic visuals. Yeah, I guess. Crop destruction on, periodic plowing. We'll turn that on, just because I want to see how all this goes. Automatic engine start, no. Stop until braking, yes. Trailer only be filled until the max. Allowed weight is reached. So that sounds interesting. I'm going to turn that to normal. I don't like them buying anything, so we're going to turn that off. Sorry I'm boring you with my settings. I just figured I should probably get this done before we go with this. The indoor camera follows the movement of the seat suspension. Alright, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. We're going to turn that up to 100%. Steering sensitivity, yes. Direction change automatic. Gear shift mode. Ah, this is how we do this. Okay. So I don't have a clutch, but I would like to see the manual. Speedometer display value. Engine speed. Vehicle speed. We're gonna go with vehicle speed, I guess. And we'll probably load up this a little bit later. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, so I guess we will get to harvesting some wheat. So evidently this is an automatic combine. Anyways, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll find out, I guess. And our first harvest in the new game is underway. And I already don't like that. Probably should have fixed that already, but I didn't. It'll be alright. See what they have to say here. So far so good usually, however you'll have a lot to do, so it makes sense to hire helpers. I'm not going to hire a worker yet because I need to play with that system, which we will do in a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get this field going a little bit. Looks like we have a John Deere down there waiting to plow or plant or something. I don't know. I'm not going to do all that with the in-game combines and all that. We're going to probably end up selling this stuff. Go look at the vehicles that are available in the game. So I don't know, I know some of you have played this game already, but I don't know how many of you. But if you have, what are you thinking of it? How is it going for you? I know you guys on PS4 seem to be having some trouble. Graphics really aren't horrible. I can already tell. I think they're not on their highest settings. Something tells me this is the low setting, the way some people have been talking. But I do not know for sure. I do like how that's more realistic. Looks a lot better coming out of the back end. Going in, it looks better too. See what the tab view's like. It does give that more realistic feel when the seat suspension is going up and down. Then you can't see what you're harvesting sometimes. I'm bad about that. So from what I've seen so far, this map looks pretty good, even though I've only seen the first field and my house and barn and all that stuff. So we'll give a little farm tour, look at some of the equipment and all that after we get this field cut. Hopefully without hitting my house. That's not what was supposed to happen. So I don't know, the harvest looks a lot more realistic. I know ground textures are supposed to be a lot better too. We'll have to get out and look at that. See what that's all about. Of course, they can't make the field to where you can get it all in one pass. There's always got to be that little bit left. So I don't know, but that looks like an older series John Deere back there. Can't quite tell from here, but I think if I'm seeing right, I am seeing an older John Deere, which is cool. I did not know those were coming to the base game, if that's what that is. But I do know they added a lot more John Deere equipment. Maybe not a lot, but at least a few more. They added Versatile. They added more American stuff. Kinsey and the Mac Semi, I would say, are probably the most to look forward to. But there's our field done. I guess we need to dump it in that trailer right there. Probably to put it in our silos, because I don't know if I want to sell it right now. So from what I'm gathering, most of the controls are the same as the previous games. Good old Massey. Open cover. Let's see if I don't remember how to do that. I think that's different. Alright, so here's one of our manuals. Now, if we can know how to get it into gear. This should be very interesting. Because I do not know. But yeah, as you can tell, there we go. Try D maybe? No, that's steering. Well, let's see if we can detach that and figure it out. If anybody knows how to change gears, please let me know. That'd be very appreciated. Alright, yeah, I don't know. Gonna have to rely on Doodle here, and then I will tell all of you. I thought it'd be a little bit more self-explanatory than this. Alright, so this one appears to be for FS19 actually. Alright, sorry about that, just bear with me real quick please. Yeah, that was going to be a lot easier than this, but it's not proving to be. Alrighty, well, we will worry about that later anyways, I guess, because I'm not really wanting to deal with that right now. We'll change setting just for the sake of figuring out some of the video, and we will come back and play with it later on. I guess we could always look at the keyboard controls too. Ah, Okay. So it's like number pad plus and minus. Alright. Very sorry about all of that, but I think we got her now. Turn automatic off again. Alright, this is very interesting and taking a while. Alright. So, let's see if we can't get this to work now. Alrighty. After some time trying to figure that out, we got it. If I don't keep detaching. I will say it's a very interesting concept, manual transmission thing. Alright, so now we're going again after trying to figure that out. So if you're on PC, it's number pad plus and minus, and if you that's without the clutch. So with the clutch, I think it said shift. PS4 and all that, I do not know. But we got that figured out. We're just going to leave this here for now. And get back in here. And try and figure out, okay, well that's not how we're supposed to do that, that's for sure. Manual transmissions gonna take some getting used to, I will say that. But now we are unloading our first harvest. Alrighty, so now that we have all of that mess figured out, we will go and see what the store has to offer vehicle wise. That is good. Hopefully that video helps a lot of people, because I'm sure, unless I'm the only one out there, there's some people struggling with figuring that out. I do want to go to this tractor real quick though. And yeah, we have older series tractors in here. That is very interesting. I did not know we had that. Let's go look at our old Ford Ranger looking pickup. Oh, kind of a nice truck for the starters. Well, I guess here's our farm while we're here. We got high and low range gears. Okay. Cannot. So we have mechanic pits in here. That is interesting. Unless it's like a storm shelter, but I'd say they're mechanic pits or whatever you want to call them. If I can get out of here. Alright, yeah, well, I do not know how to play with those high and low gears. We'll have to try that whenever we get in the tractor again. Anyways, so looks like you have a pretty nice little barn here. Nice gate coming out the back here. Get out of that so I don't get smashed. Ladders. Ladders are always very fun. So looks like we have a nice loft up here too. If you don't fall, I'd say you'll be alright. Good place to drink your coffee. Yeah, I guess there's not really much to this barn. Looks like another way up to the loft. Alright, so we got one more barn to check out, and then so we can climb step stools and ladders. That is good. Nothing made me sadder than not being able to climb ladders in 19. When you see them, you want to climb them and see what's up there to figure out. I wonder if you can climb water towers and stuff too. Alrighty, so it looks like this one has a big loft too. Much bigger, actually. And some big drainage hose looking things. So I guess that is our hay loft. So this looks like your just a barn, you know. Not much to it. Except for bottom place. You can hide some good stuff in here. And I guess this would be the cellar looking thing. Hide your truck or something. And I don't know what this is. I'm guessing like a miniature map or something. Anyways, looks like we got one more building I think to look at, which evidently you can't open. Not there anyways. I'd assume you could open it. So that is interesting. I don't know if it's not meant to be opened or if it's a bug or what. I do not know. Alright, so let's go to the shop, I guess. Oh, one thing I did see on the fact sheets, we have forklifts now, which is very nice. Looks a little bit better than this one here. Alrighty. So we'll just take a little bit of looks through all this, and there's not much. Okay, electric tractors. I'm not going to be using any of those, just because I really don't have a need or want to. But it looks like we have some interesting customization types. So 4755. Looks like you have a decent amount of tractors. Large tractors is where we're gonna have fun. 7R, 8R. I think we have 9Rs in here now too. 8RT and 8RX. It's not the one I wanted. That there's a big tractor. Magnum. Alright, there's the 9R. I hope you can make that American, because I'm not really a big fan of those European signs. Anyways, we'll customize this one a little bit. So you got your tire brands up here. Probably know what to go with. Probably Michelin's. So that weights, twin wheels with weights is what we're going to go with. And there's our US design. We need to change that from euros to American dollars too. Not really a huge fan of all that clicking sound. That just, I don't really like that. So it's like from 462 to 670 horsepower. And custom license plates, which is interesting. We're not going to put that on a tractor though. Alright, so I'd say one thing that a lot of people are wanting to look at is the trucks. And they have more than one Mac. I did not know that. So we have the older one, which I think, from what I know, is the only one that Giants showed to the public. So I guess, unless I'm missing something, they were hiding these until now. But I think a lot of people were pretty excited about this one right here, which is a lot of money. Anyways, good old American design there. We'll customize a license plate for this one. On the back, and we'll just leave it as blue, I guess. And we'll flip back there and take a look at that. Alright, so that's pretty cool that they added customizable license plates. So we don't have enough money for that. We're gonna have to take out a loan to buy some stuff, sell some stuff. But we'll take a little bit more of a look at some stuff here. So you got a decent sized case combine, two of them. The X9, which I know a lot of people were excited about. A couple ideals, or I guess Fent and Massey. A couple cloths. New Holland. They don't have a big New Holland in here, which I think the last game did, so that's interesting. All they have is this smaller one. Grapes and olives, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get into that. We'll see what you guys want. We might. And as usual, they have an ugly pickup truck in the game. I don't know why, but they always do. Have a weird looking truck. It's nice to have the gator. That gives people something to drive. Like a little gator or something. And they also have this one. See, if I remember right, you had to buy these utility vehicles in 19. And then you have the normal looking Ford Ranger. Alright, so it looks like they added quite a few things, which is good. And I guess if you need, I think, what they call snowcats, you got one of those. On the fact sheet, though, I think it was pushing silage. So I don't know what their intended use really was for it. But yeah, it looks like they got a lot of new equipment. Never heard of that one before. But yeah, there's all that. We'll go look at tools. If there's anything you guys want me to look at specifically, let me know. We'll take a look at it. So I have a couple American semi-trailers. Looks like 1, 2 American otter wagons. Stone pickers. So does that mean we have stones in the game? Because if so, I did not know that. Balers. I was kind of hoping they'd add a smaller, older square baler, but they did not do that. Yeah, they have a lot more in this game. And they have otters, which is very nice. I know consoles could not get these in 19. PC kind of had to look for them to find one that really worked good, from what I experienced anyways. So yeah, that is pretty nice. Low loaders is also, well, they don't really have an American car trailer, I guess. Objects. Alright, so that's an interesting thing Giants did with those stones. We'll have to experiment with that, I guess. I also did hear from somebody that you can now pick up square bales. Have not tried it myself. This looks interesting. Uh-huh. Alright, so that is cool. It's like you can buy packs of stuff, which is interesting. Let's see what they give us for wood. So it's like nothing too fancy. Yeah, I didn't figure you could with those round bales. Those, I wish they would have had square bales being able to be picked up in 19 though. That would have made it a lot better. Because I remember baling them and always wanting to put them on trailers and stuff, but you never could. At least not on consoles. I know on PC they had the pick up anything mod, which got to be kind of useful if you like playing like some of us do and going crazy every now and then, driving your truck about 100 miles an hour through a field and ramping it. This is also another thing that I know a lot of people, including myself, are very excited about, and that is used equipment. From what I gathered with this stuff is it looks older, it's discounted. See, like this one looks to be a little beat up unless it's just the graphics. I don't know why they have customization though. If I were doing this, I'm not sure if I would have done that. Only because if you're buying used equipment, I guess you can order some stuff to go on it. So I'm trying to get what they were doing, I guess. But yeah, used equipment I know a lot of people were very, very excited about. And I think this updates every now and then. But from what I gathered, it's older. You have to fix it up with a lot of different things. And I know paint and all that is separate from like fixing it now. Then you got your owned items, which is interesting. Released items, mods, and DLCs. Alrighty. No animal barns. That's nice. Thank you. Oh. Well, this is interesting. I also heard that it's easier to use landscaping and stuff. I'm not sure. We're not going to try it out at this moment. Farmhouses, there's only one, as usual. Production. I still don't understand that whole thing. But I know people were also excited about that. Gives it a little bit more in depth. So let's say we've got cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, and bees, and a dog. Everybody likes their dogs. Fences, I know people will like that too. Especially the people who like to build their own farms. Fencing is a big part of that, along with lights and your sheds and stuff. Alright, so the landscape mode seems to be interesting, to say the least. And then I just get to go to the store to buy farmland. And it looks like it takes a decent amount of money to buy stuff. So anyways, let's say we're going to sell some of our stuff. And go get us a decent, go look through everything and get us a setup. If there's anything in particular you guys would like me to get, just let me know. And we'll go get it. We're going to keep our truck. I also know a lot of people, including Shredhead Gaming, you guys had your games crash. Did they ever figure out what the problems were? Like, was it Sony PS4 stuff, or was it Giants, or what? Like, is everybody experiencing it, or is it just certain people? And now we got a lot more money to go buy some stuff with. So I'd say we'll start with the good tractor, probably did a medium sized. Nothing too big, but nothing too small. I don't know if we need a 6R or not. We'll go ahead and get a front loader attacher on there, because I'd say we'll need her eventually. I'd say 280 horsepower will be plenty for our needs. That is a lot of money for a tractor. It's alright though. So we're looking at 280 horsepower here to play with. We're going to need cultivator and... Oh, that's another thing we didn't go look at is planters. I wanted to see all the Kinsey stuff. So it looks like we got actually a big one that requires 300 horsepower to use. So we don't have a small one, I guess. It's sad. I figured they may have thrown a small one in because it kind of jumps from really tiny to big. So it's like we're going to have to go change our tractor setup. And we just got less out of it. Gotta learn from stuff we do, I guess. So we'll bump the horsepower up a little bit on this. Probably go, okay, 300 as far as you can go. That's fine. Now we'll go and get a planter. Probably get the smaller Kinsey. Trying not to start off too huge. And we're going to have to take out some lungs too. Once we get all the boring stuff out of the way, it should be better. So it's not looking like very many American tillage tools. Even that needs 390 horsepower, which is a lot. Alright, so I guess we'll just get a cultivator out of here. See what this one here is. 375 horse. I'd rather have to get stuck with one with European signs, but that's alright. Once mods start coming out, it'll be better. Alright. So we'll just start with this stuff. We're going to go to the shop. So we have deer in the game. That is very, very interesting. See if we can't chase this guy down. Definitely didn't expect to see deer running out of my shop. I didn't even know we had deer in the game. They're fast. Oh, there's more. Yeah, did not know we had deer. That guy just ran through the bridge too. I don't think that's supposed to happen. And a shopping cart, if anybody needs one of those. Alright, so we're not going to chase any more deer. But that is very cool. Oh, it's going to get hit. I guess they're just trying to eat. We'll let them eat in peace. Definitely didn't expect to see deer. Very cool. Got a manual truck too, it looks like. I guess we should probably figure out what the shop is. Very interesting. I have no clue where it's at. I would assume it's somewhat close. Well, I guess we'll just have to drive around and see. Ford Ranger gets up and goes. $120 miles an hour. Found the shop too. Alrighty. Go and park this, I guess. Okay. So that was very interesting. We'll take the cultivator home first so we can do that. Oh, did not mean to shut that off. So this has, I think, what's called the CVT transmission, which I believe is all controlled by a handle on, well, I guess that handle right there by that monitor. Pretty sure that is how you control CVT transmission vehicles. Yeah, we'll go take this home, I guess. Turn our hazards on and our beacons. So from what I've seen of the map so far, it's pretty nice. I guess we'll just have to wait and see until we explore it a little bit more. I'll go ahead and turn right here, I think. And I guess go ahead and till this up, see if we can't figure out anything about those rocks. One thing I wanted to look at was the ground. Honestly, I don't see how that looks any better than 19. Or this either. Don't know. So I guess we'll get to cultivating. probably do a contract after we get this cultivated and probably planted. See what those are all about. Play around with some more things, including the AI, which I'm interested to figure out. Because I know it's more in-depth. Like you can send them in a loop and stuff. So once we play with that and get to use that, it'll be pretty interesting. I do not know. Alrighty. So this field ain't too big. Coming to a close on it. And I'm not seeing any rocks. So about that, I don't know. We'll get out and walk through the field. See if we don't see any. I'm wanting to say the reason the ground doesn't look like it did in their pictures, Giants pictures, is because of graphics. May have to play with those a little bit. There's a guy on my property. I wonder where he came from. Guy with a nice beard and sunglasses. We'll let him go, I guess. Alrighty. So we'll probably back this into that shed over there. And go get our planter. Figure out how to get some seed back here. Should be interesting. Another big thing is the cross-platform abilities of this game. I know people have been hoping for that for a long time, and I think it was Sony that never was on board with it, if I remember right. It may have been a combination of Sony and other people, I'm not sure. But I know a lot of people are very happy about that as well. A couple things about it though. You have to have the same mods. So if you're on PC playing with somebody on a console, you can't have your PC mods in the game. Slots. If you're on computer and you play with someone on console, then you're playing with their slots. So you no longer have unlimited slots. It is whatever that console allows. Which I guess is to prevent that console from crashing or being damaged or whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's a lot more that we could talk about. I don't know everything about this game, but I'm sure as I play we will find stuff out and find more to talk about. Kinsey planters and match trucks, I think, is two of the things that people were most excited about. Alright, so we'll have to go back and get my truck and probably grab some seed while we're there. Because I don't know if you can get it at your farm or not. Yeah, we'll go back to the truck real quick. Manual transmissions are going to take some getting used to, that's for sure. And in-cab sound is not the best, so we'll stick with out of cab. And we're going pretty quick. Probably just set this right here for now. Alright, let's figure out our seed situation. Someone tells me we're going to have to get pallets or something. All kinds of fun stuff here. Pioneer seeds, that's what we want right there. Probably get, I don't know, 2 of these for now. And go explore our options to haul. Like this interesting looking trailer. Which I believe is going to have to be our quote unquote American car hauler for a while. That means we gotta go back and get that. Not even gonna look for cars, we'll just go, I guess. We'll see how this truck reacts to having a trailer on it. Not too bad. To my surprise. Alright, so we'll probably have to get a forklift or a skid steer or something. See what we got going on here. So I'd say they probably could have added John Deere case skid steers. I don't know why they didn't. All they have is New Holland. Did get a little itty bitty front loader too, but I don't want that. I'm not sure if we really need a forklift or not. Could probably go with skid steer and be fine. We'll go ahead and get the cheaper one. Alrighty. So get us a cheap little New Holland skid steer and go get us some pallet forts. Main color, I guess we'll just stick with gray. Alrighty. Very interesting. So we'll probably want to leave that down for a minute. And at least get one of those pallets up there. Probably get both of them up there actually, and then strap them down. For a minute I thought it was struggling to pick it up. So overall, I'm kind of liking this game so far. Push that in a little bit. Not that much though. It's alright. Now this will take some getting used to, as you can tell. Try loading this one in the cab. This could get interesting. That's not a good thing either. See how we did. Not very good. Alright, well, I'd say that's about as good as we're going to get anyways. Fasten that, and we should be able to... See, now she's squatting a little bit. Not horrible. Undo that, and load our skid steer up. One interesting thing we can test. See if Giants did that, is strap down vehicles. And I don't know if they did or not. Alrighty, they did. It's another really nice feature of the game. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this home, see how much this old Ford Ranger will struggle. So it's not looking real bad. Actually, he's pulling pretty good. It's not one to handle the best, as you can tell. Interesting. Likes to flip over automatically, I guess. So yeah, when modders start releasing mods, big trucks are definitely going to be probably a priority for a lot of people. Probably get that out of gear too. And we'll unfold this, get some seed in it, and plant. Alrighty. Open cover would be in. Now I believe we should be able to get this off of here. Actually, we probably need to scoop this seed up. This could get interesting. Would you look at that? We're seeing a professional right here. Not really. Huh. Well, I will say that did not work how I expected it to work. But we got him off. That is cool as well. Small details some people like. You can see the tires look a little bit realistic, looking like there's pressure on them. Another cool small feature, but some people look for those small features to make the games better. So we'll fill this seeder up, planter, whatever you want to call it. See if we can't. Oh, there we go. R. See how much that takes. Quite a bit, actually. Alright, so we're not going to worry about filling it all the way up right now. going to take this inside here, kind of just leave it here for the time being. Go move our truck. I think we can maybe fit the trailer right in there. If we can, that will work out very nicely. And I'd say that right there is a good place for that trailer. Alright, so let's do a little bit of planting. Not really sure what we want to plant. Let's see what all we got. Sunflowers, corn, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton. We'll do some corn on this field, I guess. Maybe on that field over there we'll do some beans. Forgot about seasons. So this could be interesting. So we're in August. There's not really much that can be planted other than the canola. If we wait till September, though, we can plant some more wheat, some barley. So I guess we're not going to be planting right now. But we can do some contracts. Get a little bit of a feel for what those are like. And it looks like we have a few. Baling. Mow the grass in 16. Bale the grass, wrap it, and take the bales to the animal dealer. Alright, so I'd say this wouldn't be too bad. It's one of the higher paying ones. Some spraying, and we have some smaller fertilizing jobs. We'll do the 3 big ones, I guess. Alright, so I guess the AI workers, when traffic is on, driving on the road does not go very well, or what, is that what you're getting at? Alright, so we need to find 16 after we get here. Oh my, this is a very small tractor. Wow. Well, this ought to be interesting. Alrighty, so we need to figure out where field 16 is, I guess. That's an interesting way for that mower to be folded. Field 16. Side, probably up north. Oh yeah, way up there. So how do we take that road and then take a left and then the first right? Should be good. Alright, so our journey begins. Pretty bad. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to turn that off if I ever want to send them down the road, which I plan on doing during harvest. Oh no, that's cool as well. Those are blowing in the wind. So is the back mower. See, like I said, it's just the little details that make it so much better. But yeah, when harvest comes, I plan on sending some workers from fields to silos or sell points, whatever I'm doing with the grain, so I can continue harvesting. I guess we'll have to look and make sure nothing's coming, even though I can't see that way. Take it back here, and I believe it is the second field here. So this one right here, I guess. Let me unfold that mower and that mower. Alright. I guess it's meant to go like this. Alright, this could be interesting. So V. Alright. So I think, yeah, alright. This ain't too bad. Now, this is pretty good, actually. Not really sure how we're going to line it up very well this way. Guess we're just going to have to try it. So small field, but a lot of work to do because we gotta wrap it and bale it and deliver it. As the trucks coming soon. What trucks? Like the pickups or the semis or what? I didn't know he'd be working on them this quick. Because I know he has some pickups, he has the wrecker, the rollback. He has a lot of trucks, too many to count really. So the mowing, this looks really good graphics wise. Still on 19. Yeah, I'll probably go back a little bit just until mods start getting real, like released. Like whenever I feel like I'm wanting to play with some mods, I'll probably go back to 19 a little bit. But well, this is pretty good actually. Read some reviews online. Whenever you search FS22, there were some reviews. Some of them said the game was bad. Some of them said it was good. I figured why take their word for it. I'll just figure it out myself. And I am actually impressed. So I guess we'll take this back to the shop and go get the next thing we need, which I believe would be the tedder or the rake. It depends on which one he's doing. Probably not the tedder if he's wrapping it for silage. So I need to change all of this European measurements. I need to get those changed to American. I think you have to do that on the main menu though. So we're not gonna mess with that right now. More deer. That just adds to the other little things, because I know a lot of people wanted wildlife, like deer. I don't know if there's anything else though. Oh, well, that's not what we wanted. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I know a lot of people wanted wildlife and deer. And looks like Giants put some deer in. Alright, so we'll drop this stuff like right here, I guess. Just out of the way. Alright, So we got to figure out if he has a tether, which it does not look like he does. So it looks like he's just wanting to windrow it. Then bail it, then wrap it, then deliver it. Alright, so I guess we'll go get on to this. Hopefully not get hit. I do wonder if the deer would run out in front of a vehicle. That would be interesting, and if it would take damage. I think damage is probably another thing people want to see in the farming simulator games. I am glad the cars stopped Twitter now. In 19 they didn't like to stop. Some maps anyways. Well, that was interesting. Alright. Let's get some raking done. I think we're going to do this whole pile here and get it neater. So I do plan on maybe doing one more stream this week. I am off from school and I'll be hopefully available Friday afternoonish and maybe a little bit of Saturday. So hopefully we'll get another stream in before next week. but we will see. A bit of a long job, but it'll be alright. I wanted to at least get a little bit of a feel for what's going on in the game. Alright, so we finally got that windrow, rate, whatever you want to call it. So now we can take this back and bail it and then wrap it. We're about halfway done. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, it would be cool. It'd probably take a lot of work, but what would be cool is, since they have deer, sort of like a cross between Call of the Wild and Farming Simulator would be kind of nice. I guess that's one of the easier ways to describe it. I guess being able to hunt in Farming Simulator, that wasn't supposed to happen. That would be cool. Now we go bail. driving is not the best right now. Guess that's what happens when you are driving with keyboard, not controller. Controller would probably be a little bit easier. Struggling to get up the hill a little bit. All right. I did not know automatic drop was a thing either, but it sounds a lot more pleasant than stopping every 20 seconds. So we're gonna turn it on. Bales in a roll. Hopefully don't roll away. So just about every row we're going to have a bale. And they're rolling. I guess they're organizing themselves too, so that's kind of helpful. So it looks like we're going to have about 5 bales. I don't think we're going to be able to get all this into one. We'll see, maybe. Not quite. Alrighty, turn off, pick up. And yeah, we got 5 bales. One of them sitting in the road down there. Which is not exactly what we wanted. But it'll be alright. At least we don't have to drive through the whole field now. I will say this map is very interesting, very nice. Got a lot of nature, I guess you'd call it, trees and all that. I guess they put in the effort to make it nice and appealing to the eye, I guess you could say. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we have to go wrap them. If we can get to the hitch, that is. There we go. One nice thing is how they increase the AI traffic speed. It's better than getting behind them with a tractor going 32 mile an hour and still having to pass them. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. Alrighty, so our bales are wrapped. Now we need to go get those carriers or whatever they are, and come back and get the bales, take them to the dealer, and this contract is done with like 5,000 some dollars in our bank account. Easy, don't want to go find the deer. Alright, so now we are about done with this whole contract. Gonna get these loaded up. I don't know how many these can carry. 2, looks like, actually. So it looks like we'll only have to make 2 trips, which is good. And I do not know where the animal dealer is, so we're going to have to figure that out. I'm wanting to say it's that exclamation mark on the edge of the map, but I am not for sure. Now let's see how this works now. My guess is you kind of have to go at it like this. Alright, so this is kind of interesting. Alright. That was not very easy, but it wasn't horrible. And it went pretty well. So we'll be alright. And yeah, looks like that animal dealer is way down there. So we're just going to go back to the shop and take that right turn and just follow the big main highway, I guess. So we got an interstate on this map too. That's interesting. Or I guess we'll just go this way. Oh, my driving is not very good. Alright, so now we gotta figure out where exactly we need to take these bales. My guess would be like right here. Alright, so we got... oh. So I guess the contract is finished. That's nice. So this they're not going to make us take that last bale. So we'll take this back to the shop. And yes, claim our reward. Wait a minute. I think, yep, those are FS19 maps. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll have to check that out sometime. See what all, or see where it takes us anyways. Grocery store, we'll have to go there. Get us some groceries. Alrighty. So off his tractor, go in here to contracts and collect our reward. Oh, there's a lot more things to do now. Cultivating, spraying, harvesting, fertilizing. Very interesting. We may have to do some more of those too. Let's go get the Ranger, take it back home. I didn't bring the Ranger over here, never mind. There it is. Alrighty guys, we're going to call this the end of the stream for the night. Thank you guys for coming out, seeing Farm Sim 22 with me for the first time. It was a pretty good game, I'm impressed. It was a fun stream. Thank you guys for coming out, thank you for the viewers, the likes. And stay tuned to the channel if you want to see more Farm Sim 22 content. Like I said, hopefully one more stream this week before I go back to school next week, but we'll see. But yeah, this will be the end of the stream, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.